Hi, and welcome to this episode of Let's Create Games, episode number 0, because this is the introduction, and I'd like to explain what this series is about. Let's start with this little trailer that you just saw. This trailer was made completely in the web browser. I'll switch the full screen mode off to show you the page itself. As you can see, the page is in a browser and it lies on my desktop, or actually in a folder on my desktop. And I reload the page to show the intro again. This is no pre-canned animation. This is no movie or something. This is done through open web technologies, which happens to work in every browser, mostly. Mostly because this kind of technology moves very fast. Huge parts of it are open source. Open source software is moving very fast, but the benefit of this is that we all will be experiencing new technologies right in your web browser, and several companies are working on that. And what you see in Google's Chrome here works also in Mozilla's Firefox and in the Internet Explorer. Not everything works in every browser, but the things that we are looking at are usually working in the latest versions of these browsers. Let me show you some examples of things that are possible right now in the browser. I'm going into more detail in the other episodes, but just to show a few examples, you have your small demos like this with collision detection, with little animations, preloaded images with interactive examples that work right in the browser, and you have these little interactive demos, but you also have full game engines that work right in your browser. Again, this is the Turbulence engine. This was the IIO engine, and just to show you what's possible, this is a YouTube video right now, but this is possible in the browser, full screen at I think something like 60 frames per second. This is some Quake level, and this works in the browser, not here, of course, but I'm going to show you that later also. And what we also try to cover is multiplayer stuff. This is something I did some time ago, where you can have some geometry, not as sophisticated as the Quake geometry, of course, but where you have some multiplayer modes, where you have chat and so on. So we try to cover this also. Again, this is all working, not only working in the web browser, parts of it are also done in the web browser in terms of edited in the web browser. I'm going to cover that also. Having said that, some of the parts you don't want to edit in the browser. You want to have your desktop applications to do that, but all of this is changing very fast, as I said before. So again, I'd like to stress this is all open source. This is all open web technologies, and you basically only need a browser and an editor to do that. At some parts you don't want to do this in the browser again, but this can be done for free without having anything than some machine and a browser running on this. So to finish this up, let me just change this little intro to. This is the source code, by the way, that does that. It's rather large, but basically because I didn't really delete everything that I didn't want or I didn't need, but as you can see, I changed this, and then we're off to the next episode. Thanks for watching, and see you hopefully in a few seconds.